Hey, this is Shodhan, and I'm going to talk about how Bold can use the page view data that is collected by Google Analytics to provide content insights. Up until now, Bold was using the QuintType Analytics, also known as Qlytics, to collect, process, and then display that analytics data to the user in Bold. Come June 15th, 2022, Bold will no longer be using this, but will instead use data that is collected by Google Analytics to then process and be shown in the Bold UI. To explain this a little bit further, when a reader views a page on your website, two things happen. QuintType Analytics or the Qlytics JavaScript would fire, and then QuintType Analytics would collect that event, process it, and then display it to the editor or admin. Parallelly, also the Google Analytics JavaScript that is loaded on the web page fires a page view event which is collected by Google, processed by them, and then shown to the same user using the Google Analytics dashboard. Since QuintType Analytics collects only 3 days of data, and but then Google Analytics processes and stores a large amount of data of spanning several weeks. We QuintType have decided to switch our source of data from Qlytics to Google Analytics. The target audience for the next few minutes is publishers who have an active contract with QuintType using the Bold CMS. And in the publishers, it is typically the administrators, the managers, or tech personnel uh, who are responsible for maintaining access to the different applications that support the day-to-day functions of content publishing. Or simply put, anyone who manages the publisher's Google Analytics account or Google Cloud Platform account of the publisher. Also, this may not be useful for purely people who are content writers, uh, collection managers or curators, editors or content reviewers, reporters, and guest contributors. The affected features of Bold due to this analytics switch are as follows. Firstly, it is the analytics that is offered in Bold. We're going to continue using the same UI, but this story analytics, section analytics, and author analytics will now source data from the Google Analytics dashboard. Second feature is the collections. Any collections would have on the left hand side certain page view information which would help the curator decide which stories to rank in a collection and then publish. So these numbers will now be sourced from Google Analytics. The third feature is the trending collections feature. So any collection that is powered by the rule which says trending for 12 or 24 hours will now have that data powered by the Google Analytics events or the page views. Also, our API, which is called API, the trending tags API, as well as the trending authors API, are both going to be powered by the Google Analytics data. Here's how to add Google Analytics data to Bold. First, go to console.cloud.google.com. Go ahead and create your service account. Create a new service account. Give it a friendly name, such as a test account for Bold Analytics. Click on create and continue and click on done. Once you click on the keys, go ahead and create a new key. Select JSON and create. A file will be saved to your local drive. The JSON file can now be opened and typically opens in a browser or a text edit. Once that file is open, be sure to copy this highlighted text and keep it in a text edit. Then go to analytics.google.com. Go to your admin panel. Go to the rightmost selection, which is the ability to create a view. So you create a view. This view should be called something coherent, like bold analytics. I'm going to choose India. Go ahead and create the view. Make a note of the view ID which is required in bold. Copy that view ID and save it in your notepad. Finally, make a note of this email address which is required to be provided to bold. Now go back to your analytics account and provide access to that recently created view to this email address that was just created. Be sure to select the analyst role. Once that is complete, go back to integrations in bold, go to analytics, add an integration, use the email address that is created for the service account, the private key in full, including the begin private key and end private key. Finally, the view ID that was captured from Google Analytics admin panel. Once you hit save, you are done. You can then get in touch with support@quintype.com or talk to any of our account managers to ensure that the integration is complete. Within 5 to 7 working days, you will see the QuintType Analytics having this informational icon to indicate that the page view data is now sourced from Google Analytics account. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.